Hey, Allie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for taking the time. We'll get into some questions for you. Let's start with Ryan Milano from KWVA.
Allie, with Haley departing last season, how much emphasis do you put on yourself to be the leader of this team? And do you view yourself as the leader of this team?
I view myself as one of many leaders on this team. I think on this team, we really pride ourselves in having multiple leaders, not just one person to look to, especially like I'm an infielder and we'll have outfield leaders and whatnot. And Coach Lombardi really wants us to every single one of us to look at each other as leaders. Like I'm always looking to someone else younger than me for guidance. Like I think we can all trust in each other to lead. So I wouldn't say that I'm the only leader for sure.
Chris Tracy, scooped up.
Allie, I would consider you one of the core group of this team. I mean, you've been here for 4 years. You came in with Rachel and Jazz and that group that's kind of set the foundation. Looking back on your 4 years here, what would you say the biggest growth of that group has been in your time here, and what do you expect to see out of that group this coming season?
Right. I think what's great about us and the group is just we've been here since day one, and we had a lot of opportunities our first couple of years to get on the field and have a lot of playing time, which I would say not a lot of underclassmen can say that they can get a lot of fielding and playing time in the pack. This is very competitive, and I think the biggest advantage we have is we have a huge group of seniors that are going to come through this year and have tons of experience to lead the younger ones.
James Crepia, Oregonian.
Allie, in her short time here, what is the one or two, however many things stand out to you about Paige and plays she's made? Because going back to fall ball and diving headfirst into the backstop in one of her first games certainly stands out for those of us who were there. But you tell me when she's lined up next to you there in the infield, what stands out about her so far?
Paige just goes for it. She has zero fear whatsoever for her safety. Sometimes I'd say you don't find someone that often that you have to slow down. Usually most players are, come on, like give a little more, but she always gives 110% every single rep, every single play. Sometimes you got to reel her in a little bit, but it's really great to have someone out there in the infield with me, especially someone so young and eager to learn from the elders on the infield. And it's been really fun to have the opportunity to, teach her some things, and she's very open-minded to everything, and she's been great.
Julia Minnesota, KZI.
Allie, being one of the more experienced members of this team, what are some of the things you're saying to a lot of the younger, less experienced players as they get ready for a long, grueling schedule here?
I think we've been emphasizing that January in particular is very hard, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a preview of what season's going to be like. Long days, long weekends. And I think we just consistently say, hey guys, like get on your schoolwork now. It's going to get tough next week when we start and we're leaving Wednesdays and Thursdays and missing school. I think just constantly reminding them, hey, I know it's tough now, but just wait till we get to playing. And just the constant reminder to get on schoolwork and get on top of various things is probably just what we've been doing as a team to help the new ones prepare.
Rob Mosley, GoDucks.com.
Last season was an illustration of an example of what we see pretty much every year in terms of once you hit conference play. I mean, it's a real gauntlet. What do you guys need to sort through over the next month so that when Pac-12 play begins, you're prepared to compete with the other very best Pac-12 teams?
Right. I think preseason's a time where you feel like you're getting broken down as a team, as well as trying to figure your team out. Because I mean, we've had a lot of, inter squad scrimmages and stuff like that, but you can only find out so much about your team facing your same pitchers every day. And I think preseason gives us a great opportunity to see where we need to improve and see where our strengths are and be able to use those strengths for us in the pack and really work on things that come up as potential problems for us in preseason.
Chris Hansen, registered guard.
Yeah, hey there. So can you just talk a little bit about what it's like having Jasmine back in the fold and what she brings to the team and what you've seen from her so far?
Yeah, Jazz has come back and it seems like she hasn't missed a beat. She has all the experience and it doesn't seem like she's missed much. She came back from freshman year and had a great freshman outing, and I feel very comfortable with her on the infield and everywhere, wherever she plays on the field. And we can have that trust in her that she knows what she's doing. And so I'd say she's back to herself that the fans know her as. So I'm really excited to see what she does for us this year.
Two more for you, Allie. Let's go back to Ryan Milano.
Allie, it seems like a very talented infield with you and Jazz, KK, Paige, Rachel. How has that level of competition sort of enhanced everyone's play?
Yeah, it for sure has been a very fun few months playing with that level of infield. We have very talented infielders and everybody can play every position on the infield. And so every practice, we're all playing each other's position and just pushing each other to be better. And I think in the past, we haven't had as much depth on the infield. We've had people that could play there, but not necessarily hold their ground as well. And this year, having so many players, it's kind of a relief. If someone goes down in the middle of the year, you can rely on anybody to back them up. So it's been really exciting to see this transformation.
Last one for Allie, James Crepia.
How have you seen Ariel take such a jump? I mean, if she does anything close to what she did in the fall, and that was outrageous. So, I mean, fans will hear from the outside who weren't there in the fall, and they'll say she had like 100 last season and limited at bats, but I think she was one of your top 2 hitters in the fall. So what has she done to make that kind of jump?
I think Ariel's been a really hard worker ever since she stepped foot on campus. And I think that extra year under her belt to really figure herself out and take what she learned from last year and work hard over the summer and the fall and really focus on things that she knows she needs to work on, and having Coach Martyr help as well and giving a different, sense of hitting. And I think she's really enjoyed having Coach Martyr behind her, and you could definitely see there's a big difference in Ariel from last year to this year.
All right, Allie, thank you for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.